Hello, Zen.
Yeah. Hi.
You can see me and hear me clearly?
Yep.
Okay, great. My name is Eiling. I'm from Winners Education.
Uh,
So thank you for showing up for this topical assessment. Now, let me just quickly share with you, right, what is the outcome of this topical assessment is to understand you as a student, your strengths, your weaknesses in chemistry, and to find out what you're struggling with and how we can help you to overcome it. Okay?
right.
All right, in Winners Education, right, we work best with parents and students who are willing to accept feedback without getting offended, take massive actions, hungry to improve their results. But we don't work so well with parents and students who pushes blame to the teachers, tutor, not willing to accept feedback, just want to take shortcuts. All right. So at the end of the session, right, if we are a good fit, I'll share with you the program that our students go through to pass chemistry with distinction. If we are not a good fit, then I'll point you to the best possible direction. Will that be okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So later on, your mom will be joining into the call.
Yep.
Okay, great. Okay, so now, Zen, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you have a clear idea of why you are here today?
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, Zen, what do you actually enjoy doing? What is your hobby?
Uh, Drawing, animating stuff.
Oh, when you do animation, do you do it on pen and paper or you do it digitally?
Digitally.
Wow. What equipment do you use for that?
Just iPad, some softwares, and Apple Pencil.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Mr. Chua will be very happy to hear that because we are always looking for talent. He always looking for somebody to help him with his drawing. His chemistry, there are a lot of drawing to be done. Okay, so now let me just have an understanding of first of all, I just wanted to know if I were to ask you to rate your level of struggle in chemistry at this moment. One being you are ready to take any test or exam in 3 days' time and score really well. 10 being you do not know what is happening in chemistry, you are totally lost. What would you say is your level of struggle?
7.
Okay, could you just share with me why you say it's a 7?
I think like my fundamentals and basics are quite bad. Like not very, because I was like in year Sec 1, Sec 2, I didn't really focus much in chem class. So the basics, I'm still quite shaky about that. And then like, so it makes it harder to apply the new concepts we learn in class this year lor.
Mm. Okay, so you realize that it was because of your Sec 1 and Sec 2.
Yeah,
So it causes the trouble in your Sec 3 right now.
yeah.
Okay, so is it the understanding of what you are being taught in school?
Um, I say I can memorize all the terms and facts lah, but I'm not sure. Like my application is quite bad.
Okay, so you mentioned that you can memorize.
Yeah,
But do you find that as you learn more in chemistry, there are a lot of things to memorize?
yeah.
And how do you cope with that?
Um, I just try my best lor, then still at the end might forget here and there bunch of
Mm.
stuff. Yeah,
So it does happen during your test or exam, you might forget things.
yeah.
Hmm. Okay. All right. So RI finals happen really, really early.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your school is the earliest among the rest of the IP schools. So based on this year, it happens around National Day period, August, for
Yeah.
chemistry. For other subject, I'm not quite sure because we have RI students, so that's why we know.
Mm.
So right now, from now to your finals, right, you have about maybe, let's take it as maybe 7 to 8 months.
Yeah.
Can I find out from you, Zen, what is your goal for your final for
Uh,
chemistry?
I say a B, so like 60% and above.
Okay, so you want to get 60% and above. And why would you want to score at least 60% and above?
Because a C or fail doesn't look like passing isn't very cause like in our school 50% and above is a C, so like and the
Mm.
C won't look that good on like report card and stuff like that. So it's just not
So mm,
feeling.
getting a B looks nicer on report cards.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Now, in your year five, are you going to be continue with science subjects or you are going to be learning more of humans?
Hmm. I think I'm pretty sure it's mandatory for us to have science.
Mm. Okay. And
So
mm, because when you go to year five, you can actually go science stream or art stream.
uh
Yeah. So are you more of a science or arts person?
arts is like all the human stuff as
Yes.
well. I say more of an arts person, I guess. But
Okay.
for now, I still need to focus on science a lot if I want to get past and like stuff.
Mm. Okay. I just wanted to have a better understanding because what you aim for will have an impact in your year five.
Yeah,
Okay. So we just want to make sure that because I do not know whether you really sit down and think through all this, okay, because you're IP students, so you don't take any international exam until you are year six. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So Zen, based on where you are right now to where you want to be, what exactly do you need?
Uh, I say like proper revision on year one, two, sec one and sec two topics.
Okay.
Like make sure I understand like all the basics and stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, that's should be it all. The most important stuff is that.
Okay. Just now I forgot to actually ask you, how do you do for your Sec 3 end of year?
Um, I got 46% off. And then my WAs weren't that bad. I was at a B around 65%, but my EYE did quite badly. Got 31 out of 80. So it really like brought my overall grade down to a fail of 46%.
Oh, so 46% is the overall.
Yeah, that was my overall.
Okay. 46%, then for your school, is there any consequences that you need to actually bear because of your result?
No, cause the promotion criteria is five C's and above law. So I already got a few other A's and B's in other subjects. So it won't have that much of a consequence law.
Okay. All right. And is chemistry the only subject that you didn't pass?
Uh, my I messed up my math, like math
Okay.
two. So yeah, I failed that one.
Okay. All right. So just these two subjects.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Okay, so let's use 46%, then you want to get to a 60%. So you mentioned that you need a proper revision of your lower secondary topics, making sure that you really understand what you are learning.
yeah.
Yeah. What else?
Probably just go through a bit of what was learned this year law after the revision of Sec 1 and Sec 2 stuff. So I can really like apply what I learned from Sec 1, Sec 2 into what I learned this year law.
Hmm. By the way, Zena, what CC are you in?
Scouts, UG.
Oh, okay. Are you
Yeah.
busy with CCAs?
Not really. Uh, Part of the reason I chose Scouts is because it only has 2 days of CCA instead of the usual three lor. So Monday, Wednesday I got CCA.
I
And over
see.
holidays I only got like one or two camps that I need to go.
Okay. And you enjoy being in Scout?
When I go JC, probably change to a sports CCA lor, cause
Uh,
like Scouts getting a bit boring.
okay, got you. Okay. All right, so now I think I have actually understand a bit more of the challenges they are facing in chemistry. So let's take a look at in terms of the topical assessment. Let me just share with you what is it all about. Have you gotten ready your stationery and
Uh,
periodic
yeah,
table and calculator?
yeah,
Okay, so the topical assessment consists of 16 questions. They are all MCQ.
okay,
Okay. So I will be giving you a total of 25 minutes for you to finish. And let me just quickly share with you the topics. Basically, there will be questions on chemical formula, kinetic particle theory, chemical bonding, acids and bases, salts and mole. Am I right to say that all this you have somewhat learned it already?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Okay, then in that case, let me just share with you the link. I will paste the link in the Zoom chat.
All right.
Here we go. Okay, you can click on the link and make sure that you are looking at Sec 3 Topical Assessment Term 3.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at the time. Now is 8:12. 25 minutes will be 8:37 p.m.
Okay.
Okay, remember to click the submit button at the end of the 16 questions.
Okay.
All right. So
Yeah.
if you finish early, you just give me a message. I will be switching off my mic and my camera so that you can focus on the question.
Okay.
Okay, see you later.
Yeah.
Hello, Zen. Are you done already? Because the time is up.
Last question.
Okay, I'll wait for you.
Okay. Uh,
Okay, just make sure you click on the submit button so that your answers can be sent over to my site.
okay.
Have you submitted?
Uh, Wait. Not yet.
Okay.
Okay, submitted.
Okay, great. Okay, gotten it. Okay. So then while I quickly do a manual marking, you have attended so far 2 of Mr. Chua's lesson, right?
Yeah.
How is it for you?
I guess it's like quite good. I guess he's quite enthusiastic about chemistry.
Mm.
So yeah.
Is that helpful for you?
Yeah, I guess makes the lessons more engaging and not as boring so
Mm.
it's more easier to pay attention.
Mm. Can I just also ask, how is your chemistry lesson in school like?
My teacher always like reads off the slides and doesn't really do much in-depth explanation At most he'll just write out like a few equations and like briefly explain. But for me, without really understanding the background reason, it's quite hard to like really memorize what's going on.
Mm. Actually, since this year Sec 3, right?
Yeah.
Starting from which topic do you find yourself not being able to manage? Like
Uh,
you are totally like don't know what the teacher is talking about already.
Let me check the topics. This. Um, no, I think I could follow along for it lah. But like in the end, like I forgot a lot of it because like day memorizing just doesn't work as well lor.
Okay, all right. Okay. So how was the topical assessment just now?
A bit difficult for me.
Mm. So there
But
are a total of 16 questions. How many questions do you think you will get it correct?
uh 9 maybe.
Okay. Okay. The things that Mr. Chua explains in his class, are they things that is new to you? Meaning to say you have not learned it in school yet?
Uh, I've learned it in school before lor, but I think
Oh,
it's good to like sort of revise it in a sense.
oh, so you have actually like learned things like ammonia.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Is it under acid bases?
That and also for how to test for it, all that we learned in year Sec 1, how to test
Ah,
for
okay,
all that
all
stuff.
right,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, so I've manually marked and then gotten your results. Were your mom joining into the same screen or she's logging
Uh,
on from another computer?
should be same screen. I can go call her now.
Yes, please. Because we
Okay.
are ready, then we can all discuss together.
Trying to proceed first.
Just stand by.
Hello,
Hi.
Mrs. Lee.
Yeah.
I'm Eiling from Winners
Oh,
Education.
hi, Eileen. Yes.
Hello. Okay,
Yeah.
so what Zen has done just now is our topical assessment is a set of 16 questions. So they are all MCQ.
Mm.
We just wanted to see in terms of his level of understanding where Zen is at.
Yep.
Okay. The 16 questions are divided into half.
Mm.
8 questions are straightforward.
Mm.
8 questions are application based.
Yep.
Okay, so let me just quickly share the result with you. By the
Yeah.
way, yeah, Zen should be like, he should
Next
grab
to
a
me.
chair and then
I think we
sit
can
Yeah.
do
together.
it.
Grab a chair. Yeah, next.
I'm right here.
No, you can see your results.
I can also see from up
Okay,
here.
fine.
Okay, let me just share screen with you all. Okay. Can you see the result that I have marked out?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So out of 16 questions, he got 4 questions correct.
Mm.
Okay, 3 questions are from the straightforward type of question. 1
Yep.
question is what we call mapping. These are the application-based question.
Mm.
All right. So the
Mm.
average score for this topical assessment is 63%.
Mm.
So for our students, after they go through Mr. Chua's program, right, they score 88%.
Mm.
So I just want to be upfront. These questions are set at O-level standard. We didn't overlap even into A-level.
Yep.
Okay. So this is and all these topics are the Sec 3 topics itself.
Mm.
Okay, so Mrs. Lee, just now I've actually just so-called find out more from Zen
Yep.
on what he is struggling with in chemistry and what is his goal next year for his finals.
Yes.
So I just briefly let you know. So he recognized that his fundamental, his basics are very weak. Because in his Sec 1 and Sec 2, he was focusing too much attention on chemistry. So he also mentioned that he can memorize, but he cannot apply.
Okay.
And there will be situation in his test or exam whereby he will forget what he learned.
Yeah.
His aim for his next year final chemistry exam will be more than 60%.
Yes.
So, and I asked him, so based on where you are right now to where you want to be, what exactly do you need? So he mentioned that he needs a proper revision of his Sec 1 and Sec 2 content, as well as Sec 3, so that he can actually apply it to questions. Okay, so that is what he mentioned. Okay. I actually also asked him how come he wants to score more than 60+%. I wanted to know his reason. He mentioned that because on the report book it looked nicer with a B than a C.
Okay.
Yeah. Whether he is pursuing chemistry in his year 5 or year 6, I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure whether he is intending to go science stream or human stream, art stream.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, Zen, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have one last question for you before we move forward.
Yeah.
Now, if we are able to get you from where you are right now to where you want to be, more than 60+%, can I ask you what is your level of commitment for you to achieve that goal? 1 being you just leave things as it is, continue what you have been doing this year and the previous years. 10 being you're ready to run through the brick wall to actually get what you want.
7 or 8.
So is it 7 or 8?
Level 7.5.
Okay. And why would you say your level of commitment is 7.5?
Because I don't really want to see C's on my report book.
Okay. So at least a B's,
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. All right. Okay, so we will hold your words to it. Okay. Like I mentioned to Zen just now, Mrs. Lee, in Winners Education, right? We work, I mean, we are not for everybody. We only work with parents and students with the following traits. So let me just quickly share with you what I actually told Zen earlier on. Could you actually see my slide?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, give me a second. All right. So I was telling him, right, we will be a good fit for him if he is open to feedback, embrace discomfort without getting offended. He takes ownership, admit mistakes, take massive action, hungry to improve grades, open to new concepts and strategies, apply what is being taught, do whatever it takes to improve regardless of school and current chemistry grade. Okay?
Yes.
On the other hand, right, we will not work very well with him if he is close-minded, dislike feedback, take little or no action, push the blame to the teacher or tutor, come up with all kinds of excuse why not doing well, just want shortcuts, do last-minute revision, depends on luck, not willing to learn new strategies, not willing to follow instructions, unwilling to change, then we will not be able to actually help him to achieve what he wants.
Okay.
Because in witness education, we specialize only in chemistry. All the lessons are personally taught by Mr. Chua. And he has been teaching chemistry for 20 plus years, reaching out to 2,600, 700 students already.
Yeah.
So he is very confident of helping students to achieve what they want. But first of all, they must have the right traits in order for us to work together.
Sure.
His
Yes.
teaching methodology is called BAM. Whether it's for the secondary school class or for the JC class, he teach chemistry using this, focusing on the understanding of basic concept and associated keywords. And how he gets students to understand rather than to memorize is he bring in everyday examples. Okay, so I just quickly share with you a classic example that I will share with parents and students. In this topic called bonding itself, there is this structure that they need to learn. It's called diamond. And I'm pretty familiar. I think you're familiar with diamond as well. So in diamond, they need to know certain properties, whether diamond can conduct electricity or not. So instead of telling students straight in the face, diamond can or cannot conduct electricity, Mr. Chua will actually ask the question, pose the questions to the students. 50% say yes, 50% say no. So then he brings in the example. Look, some of your parents, they wear diamond jewelry, watches, all day long, day in, day out, indoor, outdoor. Have you ever read in the papers that there are people who get electrocuted because of wearing diamond jewelry?
No.
Yeah. So that will get them to realize and come to the conclusion themselves that diamond does not conduct electricity. He wants to use this to open up their mind and to also show them that chemistry sometimes is actually common sense. As you can relate easily to it, then it's so much easier for you to learn.
No.
Yeah, so then it's only after he opens up their mind, then he goes into the chemistry part because they need to understand why diamond cannot conduct electricity. That is where they go deep into the structure of diamond. Okay? Is Zen still with you? Because
Yeah, he's just right here.
okay.
Listen,
All right. Okay, so these are the topics in Sec 3. These are what we call foundation. So Zen, a piece of good news for you, right? You don't have to go all the way back to Sec 1 and Sec 2. In Sec 3, right, it's actually a build-up of Sec 1 and Sec 2. It's just that probably, right, your school, RI, this year when they start off, they didn't maybe start off the earlier part. They didn't recap what you have learned in Sec 1 and Sec 2. Yeah, but you don't have to go all the way back there already, okay? Because Sec 3 topics itself, the fundamental topics are things like element compound mixture, KPT, kinetic particle theory. These are the things you learn in Sec 1 and Sec 2, but it is built on deeper into Sec 3. And one topic is linked to another. So these are what we call the foundation. You see these topics with the 5-star. I will explain it in a short while why Mr. Chua actually put these 5 stars around these topics itself. Okay, so these are the things, and I think you probably have learned most of it, if not all of it. Some of it, maybe you will learn it early next year. Okay, so for next year, Sec 4, we switch from fundamental to application. These are the topics that you will be learning, a few of them. And Mr. Chua has started air and ammonia. He usually taught it in Sec 4. This year, he bring it into Sec 3 as a head start. So these topics, let me just share with you. It's not something you can memorize and score because the questions are very much application based. Okay, so first thing first, you must really understand what you are studying. Then you'll be able to do the question. Okay, any questions so far?
No.
Okay. Mrs. Lee, if you have any questions, you just feel free to stop me.
Okay, yeah, I think for I'm not sure whether we have reached the strategy part. Meaning to say that what's the best way for him to do revision? Because as we know, we cannot just rely on like once a week tuition because he has so much to catch up, you know, the whole of Sec 3 basically. So will Mr. Chua or yourself be giving him a guidance on the study plan?
Okay.
At least we make up this holiday because he can't join the revision because of the
Okay.
timing. So
Yes.
what else can he do? Yeah, during the
Yeah.
school holidays at least.
This is actually a very important question that I'm going to address later on.
Yep.
Okay. So let me just quickly share with you all. This is Mr. Chua Sec 4 Pure Chemistry overview for the year. Now, from January all the way to end of June, that is where he will complete the Sec 4 curriculum. Okay. And the thing is, RI, they actually start their finals around August. So let's take it as July itself.
Yep.
So this entire part is where Mr. Chua actually do the answering technique, the topical revision, where they focus on the discussion of the application. Okay. Then there are these three things over here. We call it the final exam boosters, focusing on three chemistry papers, namely practical, paper 2, and MCQ. Something that Zen will definitely take it as well. It's just that for his school, they actually, like for example, their practical could be happening in the first quarter of next year. Yeah. And then in their final paper, they will have structured question as well as MCQ. Okay. So the Sec 4 class is this two timing, Saturday 10 to 12 or Sunday 12:30 to 2:30. All right. So now, just now I would like to bring to your attention why Mr. Chua actually highlighted the 5 topics in the Sec 3. Because these 5 topics look at the interrelationship to other topic itself. The first one is called chemical bonding. It's linked to at least 10 other topics. So Zen, you are having issue with chemistry, right? Likely because it starts from this over here. Because look at how many other topics it's linked to. This is our first pillar of chemistry. Okay? The other pillars of chemistry, acid, bases, salt, is linked to this other topic. So that's why we always say chemistry is one of the most challenging out of the 3 sciences because of the relationship linked to other things. So if there is gap in one topic, the rest of the topics will suffer. And this is the last foundation, it's called mole calculation. So many a times students think that mole calculation is about formula, it's about math. Actually, it's more about chemistry before the math come into the picture. Okay? So you need to know the chemistry before you can even press the calculator. Right? So now I just wanted to share with you all what are some of the things that students say after attending Mr. Chua's program. Now this student, he came to us 60%. Okay, it wasn't good enough for him because he was aiming much higher. So he mentioned that Mr. Chua teaches the topic in an easy to understand manner. I think Zen through the 2 lessons would have also get to experience how Mr. Chua actually conducts the lesson, okay, compared to the school. So he always stressed to us that chemistry is not about memorizing. So this is another good news for you, Zen. You can memorize less and understand more. Because honestly, chemistry is only 10 to 15% memorizing. And what needs to memorize, Mr. Chua, when he goes through the topic, he will let you all know. This part, you need to remember. If not, right, everything is done by understanding. Okay, like what the students has mentioned. But instead, understanding and internalizing the concepts and applying them to tackle question. In just 6 months, he went from 60% to 80%. All right, right now he's in our GC1 class. So this is Kai En. Sarah Chai, she is under the O-level track, but one thing I want to share was she actually started to struggle in this, what we call the 5 pillars. Okay, ended up got a C5. So after she joined us to actually clear the concepts of all these 5 pillars, end of year Sec 3, she went from C5 to A2. So it is very important to actually build up the foundation in these 5 pillars. That's why we always suggest students to actually start with that. And this is another IP students from St. Nicholas, went from C to A. Comment was his notes is short and sweet, easy to digest. This other student, I think I'd like to actually share this particular student because for him, he is not a very science student. He is actually a musician and he enjoys story writing. So if you look at what he has written for Mr. Chua, you can see that he is very good at writing. Very, very good. So one thing that the only thing I want to highlight is Mr. Chua prioritized understanding over memory work. Okay? Because it is only when you understand, then you can apply. So then for RI, right, your questions in your finals, right, are very much application-based.
Yeah.
Okay? Are there memorizing question? Yes, but not much. For example, they might ask you for a certain definition. That one you must score. But most of the questions are application-based. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, you have taken so many exams in school, so I'm sure you know the type of question, the level of questions that RI gives. Okay?
Yeah.
So through this few feedback, I think you realize that the important thing right now is for you to really understand chemistry. And that is Mr. Chua's strength in explaining things simple for you to actually understand. Okay?
Yeah.
So coming back, you have your finals, let's take it as July. Okay? Then you need to actually so-called recap your Sec 3 work, which also consists of your Sec 1 and Sec 2 build up. So how are we going to do that? Okay? I will share with you what these students has actually done, and then you have to discuss. Mrs. Lee, you will have discussed with Zen, because this will take a lot of commitment on his side as well. Okay? So this is the plan that we have for students who actually join us late, and especially for Zen because his finals is actually much earlier. Okay? Our yearly plan itself consists of both the Sec 3 and Sec 4 class happening on the same so-called alongside together. Okay? Then, of course, notes will be provided. Every lesson is recorded. And then, this is something that will be new for you because during this period, there's no graded assignment because this is the holiday period. Mr. Chua doesn't want to burden you all with assignment. So starting next year, right, after every topic, there will be an assignment you need to submit a week later. And the purpose of this assignment is actually for him to see how much you have understand, whether you have applied what he has taught you in the lessons. So this kind of assignment will only take you about 15 to 20 minutes of your time.
Yeah.
After you submit 1 week later, right, he will mark and then he will return it to you. Okay, so it happens after every major topic. If you have questions, you can actually telegram him at any time, or you can actually arrange to see him before or after the lesson. As you know, our lessons are 30 minutes interval before and after, so it is actually designed to cater for students' consultation. Whatever thing you are not sure, you can actually arrange to see him. During the June and August will not be relevant for you already because by then you will be done with your final. During the June holidays, there's actually 7 intensive revision workshops focusing on the major topics. That is where if you need additional reinforcement, you can actually join this workshop. And if you recall, we have a final exam boosters that is happening in the second part of the year. For you, because your exam happened much earlier, right? We will make this year's workshops recording available for you. So you can actually review much earlier than anybody else. And the last thing that is included in the yearly plan is the access to our Sec 3 and 4 online curriculum. What does this mean? All the topics in the Sec 3 and Sec 4, actual classroom recording broken down into lectures for students to actually review at their own pace, if that is something that they want. For example, sometimes if you are having certain WAs, and if let's say Mr. Chua hasn't taught that topic, you can make use of the online curriculum to actually learn it first.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is what the online curriculum is all about. I can actually share an example later on.
Yeah.
So the yearly plan is actually the most comprehensive that we have. And one of the RI boys actually, I just share because RI is very unique. So how does it work out? Now, like I mentioned just now in Sec 4 class, Mr. Chua will be switching into answering techniques from July to October. But that
Yeah.
part, you will actually be missing out because you will be having your finals or your finals will already be over.
Mm.
Okay. So what we did for that RI boy this year was we actually make the lessons recording available to him. We set up a study plan for him. Okay. So that
Yeah.
every month, every week, there will be something for him to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that he won't miss out on the answering technique part.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is what we did for the RI boy. Okay, so this is the yearly plan. And then for termly, what about termly? Termly is based on 12 lessons of the Sec 4 classes. Okay, so everything else here will be provided just like yearly, the notes, the recording, graded assignment you will need to submit, Telegram support, one-to-one consultation. Okay, and Mrs. Lee, you actually start off with the monthly, like with 4 lessons to see how Zen actually so-called responds to Mr. Chua way of teaching. So
Yeah.
this is the monthly plan.
Yeah.
Okay, so before I actually discuss about the fees for each plan, do you all have any other questions?
No. Then most importantly, you are committed because then we cannot keep switching center and all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can. Yeah, at least can.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so for the yearly plan, if Zen decides to go ahead with the yearly plan, okay, the one-time fees payment is $8,500.
Mm-hmm.
If he chooses the termly, based on 12 lessons, it is 1,620. Okay, the monthly is what you have actually paid previously based on 4 lessons, 600 and a $50 one-time registration fees. Mm. So for the yearly plan, if you all can actually decide by today is Monday, 3 days later, Thursday, Mr. Chua is actually giving a $600 off for fast decision.
Okay. So that's for the yearly, right?
Yes,
Okay. So meaning to say that you are, I mean, because the timeline is different.
yes,
Basically everything has to be completed by July.
yes,
So like Eileen, from your side, you will help me to tailor the study plan for Zen, and then
yes.
help me to actually monitor him, right?
Yes, but I will need his
Mm.
agreement because
Yes.
if he is agreeable to us as being accountability partner, right? Because if he doesn't complete certain study plan, we will actually bust him.
Yeah.
So he must be agreeable to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he needs to actually update us on his progress. Then we also understand there will be certain period that he will be busy. But for us on our side, we will plan it out for him on what needs to be completed by when. So in fact, if he can actually commit, we can actually start from this year. He can actually get started. And then I can share with you the plan based on, I mean, because right now it's holiday, so he needs to let us know like how much time he has available and things like that.
Okay, sure. Yeah. So because I think because if I go for the termly, then he'll be missing out all the P1, 2, 3, all the whatever the booster
Yes.
and all that,
And I
right?
think most importantly, he will be missing out on the Sec 3 curriculum.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then yearly will basically cover all lah, because with all the recording, he will have the access, then he will have to follow the study plan to
Yes.
fill in the gap lah.
Mm.
Okay, I think then shall we go for the yearly? Or else you will just be attending lessons, then you miss out the Sec 3. So we make use of this holiday to just catch up with some Sec 3 work.
Okay.
Okay. So if we can make a decision, then we can get $600 off. Yeah, then we just aim for July to
No, but then
complete.
this 78. I think that's for the normal one.
Okay. Now, Zen, next year, right, you attend the Sec 4 class, correct? You can also attend the Sec 3 class.
Oh, yeah.
So within the same week, you attend 2 lessons. That is one way, okay? One way for you to catch up on the Sec 3. And we usually will suggest this, especially since your finals is actually so near.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for Sec 3 IP, right? IP class is every Thursday, 7:15 to 9:15.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then yeah, then we have to like basically squeeze 2 years in 1 year. Okay, you just have to work harder next year. Okay. Yeah, I think we will go for the yearly
Okay.
And then I leave it to you to plan out the study plan for Zen, because right now he's actually having just 3 tuition with chemistry included. He's doing a math tuition and a Chinese. Basically, yeah, that's it. So chemistry is something I think we want to boost him up a bit lah. He's doing okay in other subjects.
Okay.
Bio, he's fine. Literature, he's all right. Yeah, so looking at chemistry lah for this year. I mean for next year also, meaning to say chemistry is something he has to work on lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can. All right. So, Mrs. Lee, I will send you the if he so it's confirmed that he's going for the yearly plan.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Then we can do set 3 and set 4. Mama. Yep.
Okay. All right. Then I will actually set it into the schedule, and then we'll send you the invoice for the yearly plan and get things ready for him.
Okay, can.
Okay.
Yeah, so this holiday, yeah, whatever can get started, we get him started.
Yes.
Yeah, basically, I think some catching up lah.
Okay. Can.
Okay, yeah lah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, thanks,
Okay.
Anne. Yeah.
Thanks, Mrs. Lee. Thanks, Zen. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye. Yeah, Jia, you want? What?
Still in the call.